Settings. Video settings. Graphics moving disabled. No, enabled. Graphics detail medium.
Oh,
that's
no!
Texture quality medium.
Did he get away? Fucking hell.
Alright.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go.
I will begin the podcast in 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2. Really? Welcome to episode 2 of the Journalistic Suicide Podcast on youtube.com/official Harakiri. Jay's back. Well,
hello.
I say by Jay's back, I mean Jay's actually finally bothered to actually turn up.
Been busy, guys.
Jay, it's not even that you're busy, it's just that you're really disorganised. Yeah, today we've got quite a lot of topic, and as you can see, we're playing Tribe. So if there's a few sort of stutters and stammers, that is because Shazbot. That is because we are busy and
being angry because we're losing.
Yeah, remember, Joe, whenever you want to heckle, just put Shazbot in and
Shazbot.
Yeah, I'll
no.
No. BGN.
The call-outs in this game are the best.
Yeah, they are great.
Oh shit, there's a guy with our flag in here. Oh god.
Yes. So, today we've got a few topics. So we've got things about EA, things about more EA, things about Microsoft.
Because everyone's
things
angry
about
with EA.
Sony, things about Blizzard, things about Nintendo. Because I actually want to talk about that Mario topic, by the way, Jay.
Things about Metro.
Things about former THQ employees. Okay, so yeah, surprisingly enough, former THQ employees are struggling for money and therefore want more money. You would have never guessed. Anyway, so the first topic is, as I'm sure you would probably guess, judging by the gameplay that was in the last podcast, EA is to develop Star Wars games. They've got the exclusive license for core Star Wars games. They said they're going to emphasize development of, like, titles for core gamers, so designed, you know, they said something about the most popular franchises, no, not the most popular genres, rather, and the most popular styles of games from the most popular studios. So they mentioned Visceral, the guys that made Dead Space. They mentioned, I'm struggling to concentrate and cap this flag. They mentioned Visceral, they mentioned DICE, and they mentioned BioWare. They also mentioned Frostbite 3. So, if you didn't know, ever since Frostbite engine became a thing, EA have been like, everything engine must be made on Frostbite.
It is a nice engine. It's a good engine.
Yeah, I hope they make Mirror's Edge in it. They
probably won't, but Oculus Rift. Right.
Anyway, so they've been pushing a lot of Frostbite 3, which means that, you know, they want to also push their Star Wars games in Frostbite 3, and if DICE is making a core Star Wars game in the Frostbite 3 engine, DICE, the creators of Battlefield, what is the one game that every single gamer in the world thinks of as soon as you say those words to them? God, I want Battlefront 3. Like, just there's no words. Just save my life, Jay. Save my life. Save my life. Save my life. Trying to get this flag back to the base with no energy in my jetpack. Oh shit, I'm fucked.
Fuck's sake. This is all that ever happens on this map. Like, get flag, fail to cap flag. Get flag, fail to cap flag.
No.
If we can kill the flag carrier guy, it'll be really. I've got no energy. Right, anyway, yeah, Battlefront 3. There was a leaked stream of someone playing a pre-release of the other Battlefront 3 footage.
Yes.
My flag. Right.
So back when what was the company called?
LucasArts.
It was LucasArts, but what
I can't
was
remember
the studio? I can't remember. They made
some
really good games.
It wasn't Mad Dog, was it?
No. It was. I remember their intro for they're like, you know, every company has that little video before the games that they made. They had when they made Lord of the Rings Conquest, it was a really cool little video.
Oh yeah, they made Lord of the Rings.
It was like yellow and black. Anyway,
I know what it looks like. I just can't remember this. Oh well, whatever. But it looked good. You know, it looked like a Battlefront game.
Obviously that gameplay was
a
really janky because it was not only a really early build development Xbox that they were running on, Xbox 360 this is, but also it was really early in the game's development, which meant that they hadn't really got around to optimizing it yet. So if you watch that video, the frame rate
that's
is
not what any Star Wars game in the future will look like.
No, that is not representative of the final product in any way. But
it was cool.
What I saw in terms of like concepts for gameplay mechanics, things like that, it looked really cool. So in case you haven't seen it, it's quite easy to find on the internet. If you just Google leaked Battlefront 3 footage, shit, I died. Then I'll probably put it in the description. But
we lost.
Yay. So what it shows is some space battles, which is cool. We like space battles. It also shows some ground battles, and then it shows somebody flying around, and then they fly from space to the ground battle. There's also there's also a Section 8 Prejudice style or like PlanetSide style drop, like an ODST style drop from the spaceship down onto the Earth.
I always go so wrong in PlanetSide. We still drop into their base and take over, land, die. Oh. Spawn about 8 miles away. Well,
yay. Go for a nice walk. There's nothing better than having a nice walk through a Arrakis.
I swear we spend most of our PlanetSide gameplay doing a nice walk.
That's what most people do on PlanetSide. That's the whole point of PlanetSide. Oh, I love this map.
It's a good map.
So yeah, that looks really cool. Sort of topic for discussion, I could say, is what do you want Visceral and BioWare to make? Because obviously DICE, all I want them to make is Battlefront. I don't want them to make anything else because, let's face it, apart from Mirror's Edge, although Star Wars Mirror's Edge would be pretty cool, but apart from Mirror's Edge, all they've really made is Battlefield. So they could make a really good Battlefront game. So I want that. But in terms of Visceral and BioWare, what do you make? What do you want? What do you want?
Well, I don't want anything from BioWare. In general, I just don't want BioWare. I want old BioWare. I don't want new BioWare. I'm not really, because I liked Dead Space.
Yeah, but I didn't like Dead Space 2 or 3.
I haven't really played anything else by them. You know, I've played Dead Space 1, and it was fun. It wasn't that scary, but it had some good survival elements, and I liked the sort of weapons in it and stuff, and it was quite creative, and they're good at atmosphere.
It was a really, really, really well done jump scare horror game.
Yeah, I quite like a less jump scare one.
I don't really think that they could do it though.
No, it's not their thing.
They are really an action game studio.
Yeah, they have some cool mechanics.
They just refuse to accept their role.
No,
horror game. It's a horror game.
Cough, Dead Space 3.
I'm fucked. This is the end. Farewell.
So, but I'm not really sure what I'd see, like, especially in a Star Wars context. Like, what?
Well, yeah. I'm not sure what they could make in terms of Star Wars, to be honest. I died, yeah. But I personally think that Visceral has a lot of potential, because if you
I'd like them to branch out a bit, because I think they're good devs.
Yeah, they're also good at sci-fi. So if you look at their if you look at the storyline for Dead Space, like the actual backstory, it's really quite cool.
Cool.
Now, whether they could do something like that in a Star Wars context, just because they make mature-rated games, like that's what they're known for.
I don't really want more Star Wars games apart from Battlefront, or maybe Republic Commando.
I want 1313 to be as good as everybody hoped that it would be. Because a mature-rated Star Wars, like RPG, or even like third-person shooter, or whatever.
I don't want a Star Wars RPG. We had the old one, Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, but that was
great.
A different style. Like that combat style is not really a modern thing. That's more restricted to MMOs now.
Yeah,
MMOs can't do real combat, and anybody that disagrees, apart from PlanetSide, is just an idiot. And to be honest, planet-sized combat is not the best.
No, hotkey combat it's quite skilled. It's just a bit.
It's a different skill.
It's different. It's not. It's like not Twitch.
Me absolutely annihilating that guy on Tribes is different to somebody absolutely annihilating me on WoW. Like the skills involved are completely different.
I don't want BioWare to go near Star Wars again.
Stay away from my Star Wars.
I mean, I don't even like Star Wars that much. It's just it was such a fuck up that you did it good the first time, and then you did an MMO, and that was less good. Why did you voice act the whole thing? What are you doing?
I personally think that MMO was a really, really good MMO.
I didn't.
No, it's a really, really good hotkey MMO that cost far too much money and came out in completely the wrong time.
It was just a sort of shit Star Wars WoW. And the population decreased, and it was laggy.
I thought that game was better than WoW. I mean, I haven't played much of both, but from what I've played, I've
never played WoW, but from what I've seen of WoW,
I preferred Tor to WoW.
Really?
Yeah.
WoW is a much better world.
No, I don't. I mean, to be honest, I don't really like fantasy, so I suppose that's one thing. I much prefer sci-fi to fantasy.
I think WoW has some good lore. I've heard good things about WoW lore, but I just WoW it easy. They do good lore. Like the StarCraft lore is even good.
I'm much more interested in the backstory of StarCraft than the actual. I mean, I don't really play the campaigns because I don't give a shit about fucking Rain. Go and die already. Whereas, like the Zel Naga and things like that.
They have some cool lore.
Yeah, they're cool.
So that's
interesting. It's just,
But basically, I don't want BioWare to really do anything ever again. I want them to probably shut down now. or just re-release Jade Empire.
What Jay is saying is,
BioWare,
just go and die. We can't afford to keep you alive anymore.
No, because they're such an expensive company, and they've made a lot of mistakes, you know. I mean, people go, yeah, but
we
Mass
can't
Effect.
afford the old folks' home
Mass
bills.
Effect's fucking off. I don't want more Hamburger Helper stories about homosexual relationships, but with droids and General Grievous. Some sort of slightly robot-y threesome.
Relationship with droids and General Grievous.
Like, I don't know. It'd be a bit weird. It's like, oh, Anakin, please put your lightsaber in that hole. And I was like, no, I want it to leave. But like, it's not. BioWare has a fan base. It's just a bad one.
Yeah. All right.
I just want them to leave. Let's move on because
let's move on.
I just want Battlefront 3. We talked about this all of last podcast, but I want DICE to make a Battlefront 3
it needs to be a thing. We're going to take a quick break because I have a feeling that what we've just said is not recorded. However, obviously, if it is recorded, that's why I'm saying we're taking a break. So, if this has recorded, and we're back. Okay.
Everyone.
I was correct.
That was a really long break.
Yeah, it was. It was a whole 10 seconds.
Ugh.
So our next sorry, I've just got to turn my tablet back on. Tablet. Second topic is Sims 4. So, carrying on with EA.
They announced that.
They announced Sims 4. That's not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about the fact that EA has finally realised that always on DRM is a bad thing, or at least bad PR, because they came out and announced straight away, like practically at the same time, they said it's not always online. We promise it's not going to happen. Sims 4 is going to be offline, single player. It's fine. I think they actually even said it's going to be a single player only game.
I'm okay with that. That's how the Sims is supposed to be.
To be honest, I would much prefer have a multiplayer Sims than a multiplayer Sim City.
That's just the Sims should be. I just want them to make Spore what they said they were going to make Spore. Sad face. Spore was. I still liked Spore, to be fair. I mean, everyone was really disappointed with it, but I liked that second stage of Spore.
Yeah.
The bit before all the sort of more strategy bit.
Absolutely fantastic iOS game. I don't know, that sounds really mean, but it would have been. Like the way that Sport is. I mean,
Anyway, let's not talk about sport.
Yeah, let's not talk about sport. Let's talk about
they've,
that.
They've realised always on DRM is really shit.
So they've obviously learned from SimCity, and it kind of that whole notion of them realising that companies realising that SimCity, the launch of SimCity kind of ruined the whole idea of always on DRM. Like nobody's gonna do it apart from MMOs and like free-to-play games. Free-to-play games, I understand. I mean, you can't play Tribes offline. Fair enough, because their whole business model relies on you buying
Lost
things.
Speed by banging into a bridge. Right.
Yeah, that was a pointless strike, but whatever. Oh shit.
Have we got our flag back, by the way?
I returned it. They might have got it again, but I returned it. Shit, I died. I killed myself, in fact.
They've got our flag. Okay.
Yeah. So... tying in with that is what I'm saying is
so they keep their
Microsoft thing. So Microsoft have also it's sort of a leaked email, so we don't actually know whether it's a real thing. Like for all we know, somebody just wrote it by themselves. But what the email said is that the next Xbox, it was an internal email telling all the employees working in the Xbox division of Microsoft that the next Xbox would not be always online. So
because there were rumours about it being always online and download only and bad.
Now, personally, not going to buy the next Xbox. I really couldn't care less. Apart from the fact that Sony needs competition, and if it's always online, I don't think it'll do very well. And if it doesn't do very well, Sony won't have any competition. And that means that Sony will get back to their old ways of being really like arrogant about the fact that we're Sony and we are just perfect in every way, which they've finally come round to realising that in fact they're not perfect in every way. They're actually really bad in a lot of ways, and I died.
So it's a good thing, for your core console gamer. It's nice for them to not have always on DRM.
Yes, we need single player games to be a thing. I mean, what I like doing is I like setting a video to upload, or I like, setting something to download and going on a single player game. Like I've been playing Metro, because Metro Last Light just came out, so I decided to play through Metro 2033. We'll be getting to Metro Last Light a bit later. But, yeah, I really like playing single player games offline, because it just means that either if my internet connection is busy, or I don't want to go and play Tribes.
Well, the whole thing with offline games is like, I'll go back to SimCity. Like the old SimCities, they were low resource, sort of good time syncs. So laptops and stuff, if you're travelling, say if you've got a 6-hour train journey.
Yeah. I mean, my sister plays The Sims.
Yeah.
She's not a gamer. She said, why would you want to play Minecraft? The graphics are awful. That was her only reason.
That's what she
said, why would you want to play that game? It's crap because the graphics are awful. She's not a gamer. I didn't even argue with her. I was just like, yes.
They are pretty awful.
Graphics bad, game bad. But oh shit. Yeah, that's right. Keep going.
What have we heard about Sony? What have we heard about the PS4? Because I've not cared.
A lot. So I don't actually want to talk about this week, Jay, because next week is the Xbox reveal. I don't really want to get into the sort of console war conversation
before they've even been announced.
Before the next one's been announced. We're going to talk a lot more about it next week. We will probably do a special edition podcast about the consoles, about next generation, about the future of core games. Next week, we'll probably invite some more people on and get a discussion going. And it should be quite interesting to see what Microsoft comes up with to counter Sony's super duper core gamer oriented presentation that they gave. They were like, we are for gamers and we will have games, and they just showed loads of games, and that racing game does actually look quite cool, no matter how terrible the presentation actually was. Did you watch the presentation, by the way?
I didn't watch it. No.
You're missing out. It was comedy. Comedy gold.
Presentations are always comedy.
This is
Nintendo
true.
press conferences are always the best press conferences.
Go away. I don't like you.
How
did really?
Let's talk about Blizzard because
Yeah, is that the next topic?
it made me laugh. Yeah, we'll talk about Blizzard. I don't even care if it's not the next topic. Let's talk about Blizzard.
Yeah, let's talk about Blizzard. Jay wants to talk about Blizzard. Jay likes shitting on Blizzard. Jay likes shitting on lots of things.
Because I didn't play Diablo. I've never played Diablo, which people probably hate on me for. It's like, oh, Diablo 2 was the best thing ever. But I heard Diablo 3 was slightly a flop anyway, and it had that weird cash shot, the auction.
Now, just quickly, apparently, everybody didn't like Diablo 3 because it was very different to Diablo 2.
Yeah, it wasn't Diablo 2.
But
apparently it felt really good. Like, the gameplay was fantastic.
Now, apparently, with recent updates, they have changed that old shit. Go away, turret. Nobody likes it. Sorry, I'm trying to do an airstrike while getting shot at by a turret. Right. So, yeah, apparently they've changed it a lot in updates, and apparently it's so much better now. I can't remember who it was that said it, but I was watching a video and they said
I was
Diablo
actually
3
watching
now is not Diablo 3 at launch.
I was watching some streamer on Twitch.
Obviously, just because Diablo 3 at launch didn't work.
And he was talking because there was Path of Exile and there was Diablo 3, weren't they? And they were the next sort of Diablo games. And he was saying Diablo 3 feels like so good. It plays so well, but the content is lacking. You know, like you can get bored of it quite fast.
I mean, a lot of people said that Torchlight was way better than Diablo, just because there was actually like quests and things, and the items were more interesting and stuff.
We'll get onto the actual. With the updates, they did glitching, and so whenever you would do a transaction
Diablo
in
broke
the auction house,
I mean, Blizzard broke the game.
Blizzard broke the game. Whenever you did a transaction in the auction house, and then cancelled the transaction like right before you finished it, it would double the amount of money in your money pouch that you had offered up. So you'd offer up 10,000 gold. It would then keep the 10,000 gold in your money pouch and then give you back the 10,000 gold you declined.
Yeah.
So the economy is ruined because people just exploit.
I heard rumours, I don't know whether this is true, this is actually from the TGS podcast, I heard rumours that you could get something ridiculous like 10 trillion gold for like a number of US cents.
So the economy is totally wrecked.
Now they said that they're not going to roll it back. They said they're gonna you know, take. I think they said take appropriate action with all the people who did duplicating.
This guy is turtling so hard.
And they said all the money spent on gold during that period will be sent to charity because they fucked up so bad. But I haven't heard anything about them actually planning on rolling it back. I've still got the flag, haven't I?
Yeah, but the guy in the bottom is turtling with grenade things.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that all match. Is he a heavy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm attempting to get them.
Those grenades are really good. I want them, but
they're OP. So yeah, Blizzard messed up Diablo 3. I don't know how they're going to fix that. I'm not sure who played Diablo 3.
Yeah, some Blizzard fanboy.
It probably affected the Chinese gold selling market.
Yeah, Chinese prisons.
So it's probably killed several small Chinese boys farming gold for a living.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blizzard.
You just ruined some people's lives, you horrible people.
Killed them gold farmers. Oh god, he's not turtling in the base anymore, he's just shooting me with a fusion mod.
Oh, well that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, Blizzard messed up. That's that.
There's a base in your base.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Jay, you really need to get Heart of the Swarm. Speaking of Blizzard.
I keep meaning to.
Yeah, so I bought Heart of the Swarm the other day.
But then I spend all my money on film.
I was late into StarCraft, but I enjoyed StarCraft 2.
Yeah, Heart of the Swarm will be a purchase, because Blizzard. I don't mind Blizzard. I think they're cool.
I do. It's Activision, really.
Yeah. I'm still slightly crying over that Day 9 moment where he hugs the fan, and the fan like almost bursts into tears during the announcement of Heart of the Swarm. Did you see that? That was like little nerdy kid.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Kill him.
Come on, mortar. Kill him. No, that's not
Oh my god, how did that not kill him?
Noob tube. His health doesn't regenerate because he's a flag carrier. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Got this.
Kill him. There's a guy with a shotgun behind. Jay behind. Jay behind. Jay. Oh, I died.
hell.
Get it, Jay. Get it. Behind you. Behind you. The flag. Oh, my God. You were so close.
Right, I killed him.
Right, sweet. Return it.
Nope.
Nope. I'm going to go get that flag back.
Go, go, go. We've got our flag back. I've got their flag. Everything is fine.
All right,
We're actually going to get a cap. Oh, shit. My energy ran out and I can't get up to the top. No. Everything is awful. Right, there we go. Oh,
I'm gonna play midfield for a bit because I'll probably come and try and get that flag. We've got a flag runner with theirs right now, so
alright, cool.
We should be alright. Ah, that was terrible. So the next topic is the Wii U. So EA, back to EA. We love EA. I actually personally don't mind EA's games. Lately, EA have been dicks, but I would personally say that if I would much rather EA have the Star Wars license than Activision. Let's put it like that.
I don't like Activision either, so it's fine.
Exactly.
Screw game devs.
So, EA, like Frostbite, as I said earlier, and they got the Wii U in because they wanted to use the Wii U for things. Wait, where's their flag carrier gone? I completely missed him because I was.
He's in their base.
There's a base in your base. Right. So he was. They were.
Want me to say it?
Trying to get Frostbite 2, the engine that Battlefield 3 runs on, to run on a Wii U, because they wanted, they want to develop for Wii U because the more the merrier.
Good market share.
That's EA's business strategy.
The more the
merrier. EA, the more the merrier. So they decided to try and get Frostbite 2 to run, and they came out with a statement saying that Frostbite 2 essentially just doesn't work on the Wii U. They can't get Frostbite 2 to run. Frostbite 3 is the one that they're going to be using now for Battlefield 4 and every game after that. Like pretty much every EA published game after that is going to be Frostbite 3. So the fact that that console can't run Frostbite 2 is pretty horrendous. Alright, return the flag.
Yes, we got a point. Let's go on.
You can thank me later.
This game is so slow. This game is just played so slowly.
Jay, you gotta go. Died. You gotta go fast.
I just want to kill this guy. This is a hole. How's this guy not dead? Is he a heavy? There we go. Right.
Yes. So this means, sorry, I was distracted. This means that the drought of games on the Wii U is going to continue. The Wii U has got PlayStation Vita syndrome to the max. Like, even Vita now has games that we want to play. What does the Wii U have? It has Mario Party.
It's got.
Is it Mario
Actually,
Party?
the Wii U has a sort of alright lineup recently. It's got your Nintendo games, but that's it. It's got Monster Hunter, which is apparently great.
Yeah, but nobody in the West likes Monster Hunter, and also, apart from the crazy Monster Hunter fans in Japan, who is going to buy a console for one game? No one. Like, the people that want Monster Hunter are not going to play Nintendo Party or whatever it is.
No, they're not going to play the new Mario game. Well, they might not.
They've promised not Bethesda. What am I talking about? Bayonetta.
Platinum Games said, "Oh, we'll do it," and then they dropped it, didn't they?
No, I don't think they've dropped it.
They're still doing Bayonetta 2.
They just haven't mentioned it in a long freaking. Oh, that should have been a. I apologise to everybody.
I really liked Bayonetta 1. I don't know if you played it because it was really good.
I think was there a demo, because I remember playing it, but I never had it. I never owned it. So
I think it's really good.
There was either a demo or I played it at friends. But
Platinum Games are a fantastic studio, and everyone should buy their games. It's so good. But yeah, so the Wii U isn't getting any EA games.
Wii U's not getting anything. That's the problem.
They're just it'll be another Wii. It'll just get Nintendo games.
Yeah. They said, they want it to be.
Speaking of the Wii U, though,
They said they want it to be a core game platform. They have not succeeded.
They're releasing a new Mario game.
Yeah.
Which is supposedly sort of better than the other Mario games.
So didn't they come out and say the new Mario game is going to be the biggest thing in
Yeah,
Mario ever?
apparently it's going to be the biggest Mario game to date. How many Mario games are there now?
Captured the flag. About 1,000.
A million? There's so many Mario games.
I'm sick of Nintendo saying, oh yeah, we need to make all of our classic franchises. Fuck Mario. Fuck Zelda. Fuck all those guys. Make new IP. I know it's not as easy as just, come up with some new idea. But come on. When did Mario, when did Super Mario come out? Like, when did that first come out? Fucking 1926 or something ridiculous like that. Like, God. Come on. How can you possibly hope to compete in a modern market if you're concentrating on titles that are that old? Like, the only people that want to play Mario are really nostalgic people, or 12-year-olds, no, not even 12-year-olds, 6-year-olds, right? And those are the people that are not going to be buying your console. You want the core gamers of shit, they're going to take the flag.
The Call of Duty crowd.
Yeah, you want the Call of Duty crowd. Kill him, Jay. Alright, I'm going to have to recharge my energy. So I can get back up.
Come up.
I'm going. Got it.
This little shooty thing. We win!
God, I'm great at this game. So yes, Nintendo, get your act together. Come the fuck on.
I wonder what they're going to do with the Wii. Do you think they'll release another console fairly quickly, or are they just going to stick with it? Because I don't know anyone that's got one. For a start.
I've never even met anyone that has
I've
one.
never seen a Wii U.
No, neither have I.
I mean, the Wii, everyone and their mums had a Wii. Like, even I had a Wii.
Yeah. Admittedly not to play Wii games, but...
Yeah, I just had a Wii. And then I realised, I can play Wii games on my PC, and now my Wii doesn't do anything. So, but everyone had a Wii, but I've not seen anyone with a Wii U. It's just got no market share.
Yeah.
Which is why no one's going to develop for it. It's got no market share.
Yeah, I mean, the reason it's got no market share is because there's no games for it, and the reason there's no games for it is because it's got no market share. It's an
the only thing I'm slightly excited for is they're remaking Wind Waker, but it's just another remake though, isn't it? Exactly. It's just another Zelda game. Yeah, dinosaur all day every day.
Clicking that button.
So yeah, Wii U, it's flopped pretty much.
Yep, I'm pretty much convinced that Wii U is never going to regain any core market share. That's just not going to happen.
Even it's just not going to work out. Like, it's not going to recover.
Yeah. So yes. Sony makes a profit for the first time in 5 years.
Ever. Sony making money. What?
Yeah, so what I took from this is a few things. Number one, they finished making the PlayStation 4. Because let's face it, developing a new console costs a lot of money. Now, I know this is Sony. This is not Sony Computer Entertainment. This is Sony. So there's a few things you can take from this. Number one, nobody wants a new TV. Everybody already has one. Jay, get that flag because you're a Pathfinder.
Oh, no.
Jay.
No. I'm going to die. I'm going to get the flag anyway. I died. I've got the points. Doesn't matter. And I moved it slightly to the left.
Alright, I've got it.
That was such a horrible cap.
That was pretty hilarious from my point of view. Anyway, so a few things. Nobody wants a new TV. They finished making the PS4, and they're stopping being so ridiculously arrogant about the fact that they're invincible Sony and nobody can touch them. Also, I'd like to say that PlanetSide has made a load of money for them. It hasn't.
I don't think PlanetSide's made much money at all.
PlanetSide hasn't done very well, and I'm really annoyed about that. By the way,
I think more the fact that it's just
vehicles.
free.
We need to play PlanetSide.
We do.
Haha! Suck on that, Pathfinder.
So Sony made money. What?
Yeah, Sony made money.
So maybe that's the PS4
I
finish.
hope that the PS4 does well. That means that they can afford to take a loss on the PS4. So even though they've also announced that they're not going to make a big loss on the PS4, that was one of their little teasers for the PS4. They said on launch we're not planning on making a big loss. So even though that is a thing, they can actually afford to make a loss now, or a little bit more than they could before.
I got a Sky message and I can't read it.
That's probably from me. Saying so basically they said they're not going to make a more loss Yes. Jay, take over.
Yeah, so they're not going to make a loss on the PS4, which means that they're hoping people are going to buy it, and that they finished. That might mean that it's cheap. I don't know. It could mean a lot of things, really. It could be a bad thing and a good thing. It could mean that they've got a load of devs on their side.
I hope they do. I mean, they've already announced a lot of games. I mean, for one thing, they've already had some reasonably core games announced, pretty much definitely for it, and some actually definitely for it. So Bungie's Destiny, that's coming to PS4. That's been announced. And I personally think that Destiny is going to be a big new console pusher.
I think it will, because just everyone's so excited about Bungie.
As long as they come up with a better incentive to buy it on next gen rather than on current gen, because a lot of console gamers don't understand the fact that new consoles
that you can upgrade.
Yeah, like they don't.
Well, I think a lot of people didn't even own, because the core market is quite young. A lot of them didn't even own a console before the 360.
Exactly. I mean, I barely did. I mean, I did own consoles before that, but
I don't realise that.
Really, the first console that I properly played was the 360.
So I'm not really sure how the market.
It's the Call of Duty generation, and I'm not like hating on Call of Duty fans, even though fuck Call of Duty fans. But you know,
they just play the same game over and over again, and they expect
it's people that don't understand. What do you mean Call of Duty's not very good? Black Ops 2 looked great,
but it didn't. It's like
on PC, it looked pretty decent, I must say. I mean, it sometimes, very occasionally dips below 60 FPS.
Wow.
On max, that is. In like big firefights.
And your 4-year-old graphics card.
3-year-old
graphics card. But yeah.
So
I don't know how that'll turn out, Sony.
I'm really hoping the PS4 does really, really well.
Well, the main thing I'm excited about new console, it means that devs will have new tech to push.
Yeah.
So as we've got really, really optimized console games. That's all. That's what we've got from 6 years of the same hardware. Because PCs are.
Yeah, I mean Halo 4. Let's look at Halo 4, because Halo 4 is a really good looking game, and I've played quite a bit of Halo 4. So if you look at Halo 4 and all the particle effects and things like that, that game could not run on those graphic settings at that frame rate on a PC with equivalent processing power, like in flops. The reason
they wouldn't have dreamed of having a game that looked like that on launch, pretty much.
Yeah,
people would never have expected that on launch.
No, the reason that it's done that is because this generation has gone, come on, Chair, come on.
Ugh.
Running flags all day. Yeah, the reason that has happened is because this generation has been so long that people have had so much time to just
people just don't know about other generations.
Optimization. And people.
Because the Wii U was such a flop that people didn't realize it was supposed to be another gen.
Yeah. I mean, now we say it's a flop, we mean it's a core gamer flop, because the Wii U did really well. Embarrassingly well. I'm embarrassed by the Wii. As a gamer, I feel like I should be embarrassed about it. I apologise on behalf of the games industry for that horrendous piece of crap.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, we've not played them, to be fair, so they might be great. They don't look great. All I can think of is drawing wangs on it and sending it to the television.
Yeah. No. The Wii U looks a little bit better, but no, but the Wii 1 was horrendous. I played the Wii 1.
The Wii 1 had some sort of alright games, but it wasn't good.
It was a really good kid's toy.
Had some sort of okay games.
No, Joe, no. It was a really good kid's toy.
And Animal Crossings is the best thing ever.
Talking about Animal Crossing, Joe.
But you just don't know about my Animal Crossings. Animal Crossings is great. We win.
That was a really fast game.
That was a quick game.
Yeah. Wait, what are the... There's one more topic.
Metro.
Which is Metro. So I think this is going to be a little bit bigger, because we're not just going to talk about Metro. We're going to talk about generally the state of DLC, pre-ordering and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you don't know, I'll just run over the topic really quickly. Metro Last Light came out. Beautiful looking game, by the way. Linking into that last topic. Metro Last Light came out, And there is day one DLC, or a pre-order bonus.
Or you can pre-order.
Or I think if you buy it on day one as well, you get it. It's kind of like the Newtown 2025 thing for Black Ops. You could actually buy it post-launch, as long as people had stock. It was like the first run of the first manufacturing batch of games comes with it. And what it is it's Ranger difficulty. So for those of you that didn't play Metro 1, what Ranger difficulty is it's like proper Metro, like what you think of when you think of Metro. So it has very limited ammo, things like that, like very minimal HUD.
It's a bit, if you've ever played Stalker.
It's going more for stalkers.
It's more realism, hardcore.
Yeah, and it's
sort of survivally.
Metro's nothing like Stalker, by the way.
No,
guys.
no,
If you're thinking that Stalker is like, if you're thinking that Metro's like Stalker, it's not.
It's not like Stalker.
No, it's a linear. It's like probably the most corridor-y of corridor shooters in the world.
But it's that sort of realism that they're looking at. Maybe hardcore. No, you can't really. I would say hardcore Fallout, but it's not that either.
No, it's
just harder. It's just Metro.
Metro, isn't it? It's its own thing. It's an atmospheric first-person linear shooter.
But the main gripe about this is that they then said, "Oh, but Ranger difficulty. That's the way the game is supposed to be played." So
yeah, I mean, obviously that was marketing to try and get people to buy the DLC and pre-order the game.
But it is the way the game is supposed to be.
That's the thing. That's not just marketing bump. It is. I've played Metro 1. I've been playing it at the moment.
You
have to play Ranger. Otherwise, there's no point playing that game.
It improves the experience so much.
Just flying through Superman's cave there.
Superman. Superman not here.
That film looks great. But yeah. So this brings up a big thing. Day one DLC and pre-ordering video games. Jay, 2 cents. Go.
Pre-ordering video games. I'm all for pre-ordering games, really. I like pre-order bonuses. You know.
Well, obviously everybody likes getting shit.
Like,
for free.
Yeah, it gives me an incentive to actually buy the game. But
yeah, there is that.
Because this is going to be on disc, so to speak. Like, it's not going to be something that you download an extra difficulty and it'll be a big file or anything. It'll be programmed into the game and they've just locked it away.
Yeah.
An extra difficulty. So we've got another sort of Capcom
that was possibly the most embarrassing death I've ever had on Tribes. Wow.
70 miles an hour.
Wow. I'm not even going to explain it to you, Jay. You'll just have to watch the video.
But it's Capcom syndrome. So
yeah,
you have on-disc DLC for an important part of the game, and you're forcing people to pay because the game already is a $50 game, isn't it?
Yes.
So
yes,
it's 40 quid or something.
Sorry,
so it's already an expense, and then it's an extra 5 quid or something to unlock Ranger difficulty. It's like, what's that about? What? Why do I have to pay £5 to have a feature of the game that is already there? You know, that you've put in.
Now,
what's that about?
Now, what
that's
said,
just a dick studio.
Their defense for this, I think this might have been just an email to Total Biscuit, but Total Biscuit said the defense was that Ranger mode is a hardcore game type for the hardcore fan of the game. We do not recommend that first-time players of Metro Last Light play on Ranger difficulty. Just bear in mind, I'm playing Metro for the first time, playing it on Ranger mode. Because there's a Ranger Easy and a Ranger Hardcore. Just pointing out there. I don't know what it's like for Metro, but for Metro Last Light rather, but for 2033.
It's the same principle.
Probably the same principle. Anyway, yeah. And they said real hardcore fans who actually want to play Ranger difficulty will probably pre-order the game or buy it on day one anyway. Meaning that it doesn't actually affect anybody.
But then that in turn is just appealing to their existing fan base, which isn't what you want to... I mean, you want to keep your fan base happy, but you don't want to limit your audience to your existing fan base. Right. You don't want to just keep... Yeah, cool. You don't want to keep the same people. You want to expand your audience to make a profit as a studio. It just seems like a stupid... Because I've now heard loads of people just going to boycott Metro Last Light. It's given it loads of bad press. People are just angry about having content locked out from a game that they would otherwise buy.
Now, one game that I did boycott, I've sort of broken my boycott, but the reason that I excuse myself is because I got it for a £5, is I boycotted Mass Effect 3. So Mass Effect 3, the pre-order DLC, was a character. But not just any character, it was a character which is a member of a race. I can't remember the name of the race now, but it's like, they're essentially like, it's essentially like the pre-order bonus for Halo 4 being you get to play as a Forerunner. Like, that would be pretty big in terms of Halo lore. Same thing with Mass Effect. They essentially locked out their Forerunner equivalent character as day one pre-order DLC. And
I just think day one DLC in general is a horrible idea. Just full stop.
Yeah.
Content that has been made to be DLC before the game's development should really have just been put in the game if they've developed it then. It's like developing a map pack for an FPS.
Yeah. Some development houses have said
to sell on release.
Yeah, that would be bullshit. But some development houses have said that they have made day one DLC because they have a lot of time between sending the game off for testing and sending the game off for certification and stuff like that, where, you know, things like multiplayer coders, they have a lot of work to do, but artists and story like writers and things like that, they have nothing to do in that time. So there's a lot of people. I've still got the flag, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm just killing that.
Yeah, I just realised I was killing some guy in the bottom of our base, and I'm hunting down their flag carrier while carrying the flag. I could have probably hit that guy mid-air, but I decided against it.
Melee.
I don't know why. Maybe I want to.
This is the only guy on their team that seems to be playing.
Yeah. This is we're with a 5 and they're the 4, by the way, as in it's a 5v4, which is a pretty boring game, but whatever. So
this map's so huge.
Right. So in terms of pre-ordering video games, do not pre-order video games. This is my opinion. Do not pre-order video games unless you are 100% without a shadow of doubt in your mind, no matter what the review scores, going to buy that game at full price.
Yeah, you're going to.
So I pre-ordered Grid 2 because no matter how bad the review scores are, I am going to enjoy that game. I'm going to buy it on release or around release at full price. I also got it pretty cheap. I mean, on Green Man Gaming, I got it for £21.80, which is cheap for a new PC game.
Yeah, Green Man Gaming is good.
Green Man Gaming is really good.
We should get a Game Fan Shop.
So yeah, that is the only scenario, and you know, you really need to think about whether the games that you are pre-ordering and convinced yourself that you would buy on day one anyway, whether you actually would buy those on day one anyway, like, no matter what the review scores. So, like, a Halo game, I definitely would, and a Call of Duty game, I probably would as well, because, I mean, a Call of Duty game's never going to get good review scores, because they're actually quite bad.
Trying to kill their flag carrier.
I just killed myself again.
Don't do that, it's a bad idea. You know what?
Really bad.
Screw you, Sergio. I'm gonna shotgun you in the face.
Freaking Sergio.
Where'd you go? Oh.
It's actually really. I think the Tribes is one of the most difficult games.
It is.
Rage, Jay. Rage.
Yes.
Oh, fucking.
It's like ogre twitching.
Yeah.
I remember the ogre twitch.
Good old ogre twitch. We love you, ogre too.
Ogre twins were best twins. Apart from maybe the McGregors. McGregor twins. They'd be better than Ogre 1 and Ogre 2.
They would.
MLG McGregor.
They'd be such great teammates.
MLG Stuart and Patrick. What team would they be on?
They'd be on MLG Stuart and Patrick.
They'd be their own team.
It would just be those two. And they would just win fucking everything.
To do with Lego games. That's all they play.
Yeah.
Right,
MLG Lego Harry Potter.
So yeah, pre-order DLC.
They are, by the way, Jay, they are really good at Lego games.
I've never actually seen them play Lego games.
Really
I remember them being good at Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, they're good at Mario Kart, and they're also they're also pretty freaking good at TF2. Patrick's not as good at TF2 as he should be. Like, I can keep up.
Considering he plays it.
He's played 500 hours of TF2. I've played 34. I shouldn't be able to keep up with him.
I think I've played 3 hours of TF2. Shame as a PC game.
He's played too much. You've played not enough. That game's reasonably fun.
Must be
I wouldn't say it's exactly like the best game on Steam.
Oh fuck me!
It's pretty fun. It's not even the best free-to-play game on Steam because we're playing the best free-to-play game on Steam. If you guys haven't played Tribes, by the way, freaking play Tribes. I mean, holy shit!
We've been rambling on for like 20 minutes.
Right, number one, it's free. Number two, look how great this game is. He says while missing every shot and trying to kill the flag carrier.
It's got great mechanics. The physics are fantastic.
You've got to go so damn fast.
It is so satisfying just to go.
Really
you'll play any other FPS and then you'll play Tribes and you think, oh, I'm going so fast.
Yeah. And you'll also suddenly realise, I'm really bad at aiming.
I've got horrible twitch reflexes.
Yeah. Yeah, so all you filthy console casuals, be jelly. This is a true game. Go on, Jay.
Imagine Tribes on Xbox.
Oh god,
shit, I missed the fight.
I actually can't think of it. Oh god! Oh, I hit it.
Didn't they try and put it on Xbox and it just didn't work? I seem to remember something about that.
No, I think that was PlanetSide. I think they wanted to put PlanetSide on the PS3 because it's Sony.
Yeah.
They were thinking about putting it on the PS3 I think they put it on a test version of the PS3 and they were just like, well, this isn't gonna work. I mean, my CPU struggles with that game. I can't record really on that game because I get like less than 30 FPS sometimes. And
that's surprising.
By the way, I'm using a 4.5 GHz i5 quad core, and Jay's using a 4.5 GHz i7 quad core, and that game just destroys us.
It destroys CPU. I think you have to have an i7 to record on.
Yeah.
PlanetSide.
Yeah.
Like, you can't not have an i7 to
Gotta
record
get them
a good frame.
Xeons.
Yeah, you can have Xeons.
2 of them.
I don't even know how well Xeons do for recording stuff.
Yeah, I've not actually seen.
I've never seen
I've
any.
not seen any gaming specs for
because
like,
they're more
dual
server-side
Xeons.
Xeons.
Yeah,
Xeons are more they're server processors.
They're server and like professional computing and stuff like that. I think they're pretty good for.
They're for maths.
If you want like a really good workstation for like Photoshop or video rendering, they're probably really good for that.
Oh, no, that's processors that do giga hashing. So. But not processors, graphics cards. What I'm about.
Titans want them. Buy me 4 right now. If anybody's watching this and has lots of money,
donations are accepted.
Then donations of GTX Titans are accepted. They would be helpful. I mean, if you could give me maybe 2, that would be fine. Then I could buy Metro Last Light and I could do a proper review on it. Although that FOV, that's another problem with Metro Last Light, by the way, guys. On PC.
FOV is a problem really with a lot of games. Let's go into an
is.
FOV because people so get used to like 65 FOV and stuff, and it's just blinkers. You can't see. Like loads of games default at like 60 FOV.
Cough, cough, Call of Duty, cough, cough.
Yeah, exactly.
55, I think, for Modern Warfare 2.
Skyrim was 60, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so now that I've died, let me just show you when I respawn. Let me just show you. So, look at my field of view here, right? You can see how this is vaguely flat. You can see what I can see when I turn around, okay? So let's go into the settings. I think it's gameplay settings, is it?
I think so.
FOV, I'm playing at 120. Let's put it down to 65. Like, really, guys? You want me to play a first-person shooter at 65 FOV?
We're getting so bodied.
Yeah, we are. But, I mean, I'm not even playing at the moment. But, I mean, look,
surrendered.
You cannot say that would be comfortable for anybody. Now, I don't get motion sickness. I don't actually get any problems with low FOV games because I've played console games for far too long on a computer monitor sat at a desk, which means that I'm immune.
But it's just horrible. It just feels weird, you know. It looks weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we've rambled for far too long.
We have.
What have you played recently, Joseph?
Yes, outro. So, what have I been playing? As I said, I've been playing Metro. That game is fun. Oh, finish Crisis! Finish Crisis 3!
Wow. Wasn't the last boss really hard?
Oh my god! Now, I might just be bad at boss fights, but holy shit.
Is it really hard?
Oh, no, he's... Yeah, it was really hard. I mean, I'm playing that game on normal, and it was like... I kept dying. That's embarrassing. I like to think that I'm quite good at shooters, and that was just bad. Like
have you seen the new Metal Gear Rising or whatever it is? Have you seen the last boss in that?
I haven't, no.
Oh god, the artificial difficulty. He's got so much health. Like,
oh, is that all it does?
He's got so much health and he does so much damage. It takes so long.
I really hate bad difficulty scaling when they just...
Like, the rest of the game is fine. It's just that last boss.
By the way, Jay, best map in the game.
Oh, yes. This'll be... We probably won't even finish it on the stream. What else have you played? Have you just finished Crisis and played that?
Finished Crisis. What else have I played? What else have I played?
I got the... Have you played anything from the indie bundle?
No, I didn't buy it.
The Double Fine one.
I didn't buy it because I'm not a massive fan of Double Fine.
Well, I wanted it for stacking.
Yeah.
Because stacking looks cool.
Stacking did look cool, but yeah. I mean, I've already got...
I got it for that. Which I already had Psychonauts. I just paid $1 for it. I just paid minimum.
Oh, what did I buy? I bought stuff from Greenman Gaming. So I bought Grid 2. Then what did I buy? Oh, I bought Heart of the Swarm. That game, by the way, Heart of the Swarm. Like, talk about people improving graphics on, like, with essentially what is an update to the game. It's like a big fucking update.
Kill that flag carrier.
I'm trying to kill him. Sorry, Jay. I couldn't chase up with him. I got hit by a turret. I think that was the problem.
It's alright.
And then I fucked up the overhead blue.
So yeah, what have you played?
Sorry, I'm just concentrating on killing this guy. I played some Total War games because there's been a Total War sale.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Total War games are good.
Yeah,
Rome Total War is where it's at.
Yeah, Rome 2. Oh, it looks so
Oh, I'm so
good.
excited for it. It looks so fun.
Jay, get Rome 2 so that we can play Rome 2 when it comes out. It comes out, like, I think September. We've got to play Rome. Cause, oh my god, Rome 1 was good. There's a full conversion of Rome 1 which changes it into Battle.
There's a lot